families. Peace be upon you in God's mercy and blessings. May God make your times happy. Today we will talk about the fundamental and essential concept of strategic planning. The core foundation and underlying basis of effective planning is that a person performs routine daily tasks and responsibilities. And these specific daily tasks are repeated consistently over time, which ultimately form the structure of our lives. And this eventually leads to a wealth of personal experience. This experience is what motivates him to do things like, for example, visit the local neighborhood supermarket every single day to buy some freshly baked bread. This bread is available at the supermarket, and the supermarket opens every day. This is routine. Is it truly reasonable to assume that it will always remain sustainable and readily available every single time? Extensive scientific studies and rigorous research conducted by experts have proven that this specific attempt can only succeed a mere 30% of the time. That ultimately means you might not find any reliable transportation in the area, or perhaps you simply cannot go, or you were unfortunately late, or you went but faced other issues. You found the place closed, or you went and found the bread was sold out, or you went and realized you forgot your money. So this is the situation. All these factors lead to the failure of the main plan, which is plan A, okay? So for me to be a thoroughly prepared and resilient individual in my life, I must always have a plan B. Plan B is the comprehensive secondary alternative to plan A. That means I always need to have a proactive and adaptable mindset, constantly ready for those moments if initial circumstances do not unfold exactly as originally planned. If I don't find bread at a certain supermarket, there must be another source for bread at another supermarket, or maybe a supermarket that's a bit farther away, and I also need to have a plan C. If there's no bread, what should I do? I buy a different type of bread, or I buy another kind of food. I shouldn't be the kind of person who, as soon as I face a problem, just stops and doesn't know how to act, or treats it like a disaster and sits around feeling sorry for myself. No, a person should always be prepared. Okay, what if we find ourselves in a more difficult situation, like if I go to a doctor and he tells me I have a serious illness and I'm going to die? Should I just accept the doctor's opinion and wait for death? Of course not. I'll go look for a plan B, plan C. I'll look for another doctor and get a second opinion. Okay, so I go to another doctor and he tells me the same thing. I'll go to yet another doctor. Maybe he has a better treatment. That's plan C. Okay, what if plan A and plan B and plan C, all three fail? There's something called plan D. What is plan D? It's that your fate is in God's hands. God might make something possible for you that you never even imagined. Something you never expected, and it ends up being the solution to your problem. Often, we go to get something done somewhere, we get ready. For a government procedure, I can't find the person who's supposed to handle it. A missing document, I can't find it. Anything could hold us up, and suddenly maybe someone you know or someone who sympathizes with you might step in and get the paperwork done for you, or even speed it up for you. This is an intervention from God. You might go to a doctor who tells you you'll die tomorrow, then go to another doctor who tells you to forget what you heard, then go to a third doctor in another country who tells you the same thing. You return to your country and pray to God, and God, He opens a new door for you to treatment, and this has happened to many people and in other circumstances and with other problems as well. And God's intervention was present in my country. So always strive to entrust all of your affairs and concerns with God rather than with people, because what people have is finite, but what God has is eternal and will never be exhausted. Thank you so much for listening. Peace be upon you, and I look forward to seeing you again in our next episode.